Well, have you ever thought about downsizing your life? Cutting back on your possessions and living more simply? I do every time I move. Today we're going to meet an American couple from Arizona who did just that. They packed everything they needed into just a few bags, strapped them to their bikes, and they've been cycling around the world ever since. It's been 5 years since Cindie and Tim Travis traded their ordinary lives to live out their dream, and their adventures have brought them to the beautiful South Coast. Cindie's with us this afternoon. Hi, Cindie, how are you going?
Good, how are you?
Very well. Welcome to the South Coast.
Oh, thank you.
Take us back, and let me ask the most obvious question of all. Why on earth did you decide that you wanted to cycle around the world?
Well, when it really came right down to it, it was more like, why not? We were working. Tim, my husband, came up with the idea, and I thought, go ahead and dream. And then as we talked about it more and more, it just seemed like, yeah, we can do that. And we did.
Oh, that's amazing. Where did you start? Did you start at home in Arizona?
We rolled right out our front driveway in Arizona. And kept heading south for a really long time.
So who's minding the house?
Right now we have a property manager, and it's rented.
Oh, that's quite amazing. And it's been 5 years since you've started.
I can't believe it, but yes, end of this month is our 5-year anniversary.
So you headed out of the driveway at Arizona. What's happened in between then and the south coast of New South Wales?
We spent a year in Mexico and Central America, another year in South America, and then 2 years in Asia, Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, 9 months in China, and then back down through Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and then we flew here to Australia 5 months ago.
That's amazing. That's really... Do you sort of... Can you recognise within yourself that that's an extraordinary trip that you've been on so far?
It's really changed me.
How has it changed you, Cindie?
I would say I enjoy... the world is a fascinating place, and it just feels smaller to me now. I feel closer to everyone, and I realize people are more similar than not. We're all human beings first.
How do you manage, is it day after day on the bike, or do you have rest periods?
We travel slower than most cyclists because we do have more time. We just keep moving, and if we find a place we like, we stay and stick around a while.
And what about bad weather?
We try to avoid that, and it's been a little tough the past month. I think we've been rained on most days that we've been riding, but that's a good thing here.
It's a good thing, yeah. You've heard about our drought.
Yeah, and I think where I've been lately, it's over, which is really good to see. We came over from Mossville yesterday, up over Berry Mountain, and it was so beautifully green. It was good to see. It's
a gorgeous part of the world. What about, I suppose, the physicality of it? Are you finding that you're fitter than you were to begin with?
Yeah, I have. It's more endurance than high-end racing type riding a bike.
Yeah.
Racing is not what we do, but long endurance, 4 or 5 hours a day, maybe more on a bike. And that's where our endurance is.
Do you still groan when you see the big hills, though?
Well, actually, we put music on or talk on the way up. We just kind of slow down. And it's really a mental thing, and it's more I can. I think that's a big change. One of the things I've grown with is I say more I can instead of I can't. Yeah,
well, that's quite amazing. Quite a shift for you personally?
It is a shift from working 9 to 5 and a normal job, and now we're on the road, and we have our own. We've kind of started a business along the way. We wrote a book after South America, and it's called The Road That Has No End, and we maintain a web page, and it's downtheroad.org, and I've kept a journal since the very beginning, and a photo journal, and now we're moving into videos.
You're not getting sick of Tim at all?
No. One thing I can say for sure is I've really gotten to know Tim.
Yes.
Ups and downs and around corners.
What sort of accommodation do you stay in along the track? Do you have tents or?
In Australia, we've been camping a lot, and so we camp here, and we've known a few people like here in Shoalhaven Heads. we know Jennifer. We met her with a couple of her friends in Laos while they were touring, and that's how we ended up here. And so we know some people along the way. People know us through our webpage.
Yep.
And in between, we stay at Caravan Park.
So the route changes as you meet people.
It does. We kind of go blow with the wind a little bit.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm talking to Cindie Travis. Her and her husband Tim have been cycling around the world for the last 5 years.